It's not uncommon for me to get asked since I paused playing D4 until the big ticket items are fixed in the game. So since I made that statement and put a video out on that, it's not uncommon during my live streams or comments in my videos on my YouTube channel for me to get asked, are you playing D4? Why are you not playing D4? Those kind of questions. I get them all the time. It's not uncommon. But during my last stream, again, I got a comment in the chat that, again, is very consistent every time I stream, every time I make a video on YouTube. But for some reason, that night, it just triggered me and it led to like a 10-minute rant. So this video is kind of me doing an LOL on it. And I wanted to actually show you the live reaction that I had. So I hope you'll join me and stick around. And after the intro, I'm going to get in and show you the 10-minute rant. And then after the 10-minute rant, I hope you'll stick around till the end, where I'm going to give you my update on what's going on with D4 as far as my journey is concerned. And since 2023 is a couple of weeks away from coming to an end and we're going into 2024, I kind of want to give a little taste on what you can expect from me when it comes to Diablo 4. Anyway, I hope you'll stick around and join me. We'll see you on the other side. Will I ever play D4 again? Of course, yeah, if they fix it. Absolutely. No one wants to play D4 more than I do, man. Look, I want to play D4, and if you've seen my YouTube content, which there's a lot of it on D4, you know why I'm not playing it. But there's not a day that goes by that I'm like, damn, I wish I was playing it, because again, greetings. If you've watched my content, you know how I feel about the game. But I'm not going to play a game that doesn't have purpose. And, anyway. They need to fix the two big items. And when they do that, then I'll jump back and I'll grind the crap out of that game, because I love that game. It has such a great foundation. I've said it a million times. But it needs a lot of fixing. Guys, don't get me going on D4, man. I got there's a lot of layers. You guys are picking a sore point right now with me. It's a sensitive topic with me, just because it brings up so much, so many feelings, so many opinions, so many, yeah. D4 played an important role in a couple of things. Number one, I was so excited about when I heard about it. I'm like, oh my God, this looks like a game I can really sink my teeth in. And I was super excited about having the opportunity to sink my teeth into a game, because I was going through a lull of playing one game after the other, and just not finding anything. And so I was super pumped. And when it came out, I grinded the crap out of it, and then everyone knows what happened, right? And I tried my best, man. I stayed as long as I could. Prior to season 1 on the Eternal Realm, I got a level 100, and it took, if anyone has a level 100 on the Eternal Realm prior to season 1, you know what I'm talking about. That is madness. It was just nightmare dungeon after nightmare dungeon after nightmare dungeon after. It was just But I wanted to max character, you know, I wanted to get a max character. And I was creating content at the time. So, you know, I wanted to speak to that. It's sad. I'm sad about it, to be honest with you. And and then, you know, see, there you go. You're opening up a wound. And you know, I call it like it is. So season 1 came out, effing disaster. You know, I still played it. I got to level... Geez, I don't know what level I got to. I think I got to close to 90. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's the same thing over and over and over. I can't do it. You know, I'm creating content about D4. Content about D4. Content about D4. And then season 2 came. But season 1, what upset me was I wasn't talking about the game. I wasn't talking about the game like, okay, guys, like, you know, here's how you can level quickly. Here's how you do this. Here's how you, like, this kind of thing. Oh my God, I love this. I love how this is being done. Like that kind of talk. Season 1, I had so much content because there was so much wrong. And I had to address it. I wanted to put, you know, I wanted to give my opinion. There was people telling me, you know, you're my D4 guy. I come to you for Diablo 4 information, right? But people typically go to 2 or 3 people, 4 people, whatever, as much time as whatever time you have, right? But I was getting those kind of comments, like, so I felt obligated to, you know, talk more about Diablo 4 when really there isn't that much to talk about now, right? Like, I can make a video, and I'm going back and forth right now on because what's happened now. People are saying to me, "Why are you talking about Diablo 4? You're not playing it." Right? So I get the other side. Why are you talking about a game you don't play? And, you know, I have to bite my tongue. Because, you know, I have almost 100 videos on Diablo 4. I was there pre-launch. So I've been through everything just because, you know, like, I haven't actively played D4 for over 2 weeks, week and a half. But I'm very in tune with what's going on. I have a lot of people that I know that play it. They keep, you know, they come to me and say, hey, you know, for example, it's just literally last week, I got a message. Hey, Sammy, just want to let you know, 400 Duriel runs, and I've yet to get an Uber Unique. 400. 400. Can you imagine the time it takes to do 400 Duriel runs? This is not someone, you know, I'm assuming, I don't know, but I know him a little bit. And I don't think he's the type of person that's, you know, got 700 people lined up to, you know, group up and do Duriel runs. Like, I would, if I was a betting man, I would bet his 400 runs are pure legit. Like, he did them himself, you know? He farmed for the materials. He did it. And I know he did it because he took me, I did a video on all the 5 new bosses, and it was him that was fighting the bosses, right? And he was melting the bosses like this. It was literally 1 second. Every one of them. So yeah, it's sad. Like, you know, I would love to talk about D4, but so, you know, why would I play a game that it's repetitive? Season 2, congratulations. It was a big jump forward, but itemization, end game content, it lacks. Big time lacking. Right? See, you guys got me going on a rant. All he did was ask a simple question. Are you still playing? And it turned into a 15-minute rant. I'm sorry. I'm so crazy. That game could be friggin' unbelievable. Could be such a good game. But I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Well, I have an idea, but it is what it is, chat. They can let it cook, and it's going to be what it's going to be, but like I said, they're running, again, my personal opinion, and you just go to my D4 playlist on YouTube. I have all this documented on my videos. Like, they're running out of runway space as far as I'm concerned. There's a lot of stuff going on in 2024. Thank you for subscribing, Dan. We already know season 3 is January. So season 3's leaderboards. So, you know, that's gonna appease a certain part of the player base. It's not gonna appease me. I could, like, don't get me wrong, leaderboards are great. Yep. Understand completely. But it's not going to bring me back. That's not enough to bring me back, because at the end of the day, when I log in, I'm going to have to do the same thing that I did before leaving. That hasn't changed. And sorry, I'm not going to do that. I actually, you know, I play games obviously for many reasons, but one of them is, you know, I want it to be there's a purpose to a game. I like leveling up characters. I like the gradual, you know, pace and scale of leveling up your character and the skills and the equipment, the gear. You know, there's none of that. Like, there is, but not in the way I enjoy it, and a lot of players enjoy it. So, again, my opinion. Well, there you have it. One little question, 10-minute rant. I guess after being asked a million times, are you still playing D4? Why aren't you playing D4? I guess finally I wanted to address it, and that's what came out on my last stream. But anyway, little update on what's going on regarding my Diablo 4 content. And I have to be honest with you, I have been really struggling with whether or not to make D4 content. Like I stated in the previous segment, you know, I haven't actually played the game for several weeks now. Although I'm very in tune with what's going on, like I said in the previous segment. I have a lot of friends that play it. I have a lot of friends that constantly DM me and tell me what's going on with the game and what they're experiencing. Plus, obviously, I'm very well tuned into what's going on with D4. I have a lot of connections, and obviously social media does a good job of keeping everybody up to date. So I'm very aware of what the current state of D4 is. But I have to say, I'm struggling content-wise on whether or not to create content on D4. So I'm going to continue struggling with that, because part of me does feel a little bit hypocritical about posting content on D4. But then I get this feeling that, you know what, I've earned the right to talk about D4. At least I hope. I believe I have. And like I stated in my previous segment and other videos, a lot of my viewers rely on me for Diablo 4 content. So I feel obligation to part of my community for that. And let's face it, Diablo 4 had a big influence on the so-called success and growth of my channel. So I don't want to lose sight of that. And also, when you really cut down to the bare bones of it, I want Diablo 4 to prosper and be a good game deep down. I want to be able to say that I'm playing Diablo 4. I want to be able to talk about Diablo 4. I want to be able to make content about Diablo 4. So I'm still rooting for the game. So why should I stop talking about Diablo 4? Why should I stop talking about a game that I'm so invested in and want to see succeed? I've been there since day one. So I feel I have a right to talk about it. And you know what? I don't know why I need to justify that. It's my channel. And one of the reasons why I started the channel is I wanted to talk about what I love about gaming and what's going on in the industry. And that may or may not involve games that I play. But I talk about a lot of other topics that I'm not actually playing about, right? I talk about games all the time that I don't physically play. So I think I'm going to stop trying to justify why or why not I'm talking about a certain topic or not. So anyway, regarding the future, so 2023 is literally weeks away from being over. We're embarking on a new year in 2024. There's a lot of things going on, and in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to be creating and publishing some content around, 2023 summary, and I got a whole bunch of stuff lined up for the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to get into more detail about this topic, but I just wanted to give you kind of like an overview, specifically regarding Diablo 4. So we're still in season 2. Season 2 is coming to an end at the beginning of January. Right now, Abattoir of Zir, the Winter Blight event is happening, and I don't need to tell you how that's being received. It's not being received good, obviously. There's been a lot of backlash to both events for many reasons. And the Abattoir of Zir has some good qualities. The winter event as well. Just, again, if there's a constant theme when it comes to Diablo 4, it's the substance in the game. There's a lot of great ideas, but it lacks substance. If I could summarize Diablo 4 from day one to now, it lacks substance. And that's basically the nuts and bolts of the issue with Diablo 4. But season 3 is coming up in the beginning of January. Unless there's a drastic change and there's further enhancements to season 3 just being about leaderboards, and I'm not trying to demean leaderboards. I think it's a great idea. It's going to attract a huge part of the player base. So I think it's the right thing to do. But if it's just going to be leaderboards for season 3, then I definitely don't see myself getting back into Diablo 4 for season 3. Then that takes us to season 4, which is the second quarter of 2024. And so far, what we know today, they're going to start addressing itemization. Now, they've phrased it, we are going to start addressing it. So if that means fine-tuning or introducing little improvements to itemization, I guess I'll take a wait and see, and that may potentially be able to be enough to drag me into season 4. That is to be determined. I have to see really what they mean by we're going to start addressing itemization in season 4. And then season 5 obviously starts third quarter 2024, and that's where really things are going to be very interesting because as you may or may not know, Path of Exile is going to be doing their beta in the summer of 2024, which is around that time frame, season 5, season 6 of Diablo 4. And I will definitely be playing the PoE 2 beta, absolutely 200%. So this is where the rubber hits the road for me, and huge question mark. I have no idea what path I'm going to take. Ideally, I would love for, both to be amazing, and I can sink my teeth into both, but only time will tell. So that's kind of like a very quick overview of what I envision the road is going to take me down regarding Diablo 4. Unless major enhancements happen to season 3, I don't see myself getting into season 3. So earliest season 4, and maybe even season 5. Again, depends on what is being added, because it's a moving target with the dev team, as we all know. So that's what it is. What I can tell you, and what I can say with 250% certainty, is I will always continue to talk and make content around Diablo 4. I was there prior to the launch. I have hundreds of videos on the game, and I do want to see it succeed. So I will continue to make Diablo 4 content when I feel the need. Anyway, I hope you found this video informative. I just wanted to give you a little LOL on a reaction I had to a very simple question on a live stream. I wanted to share that with you guys. And I wanted to let you know, for the Diablo 4 people in my community that are strictly Diablo 4 and all about Diablo 4, I just want to let you know I'm still here. And I'm sorry I'm not creating as much content as maybe you may like for me to create around Diablo 4, but there's really not much more I can say about it. But who knows? Maybe things will amp up and I'll be creating more and more videos, again, depending on what is happening in the game. So anyway, I hope you found the explanation okay. Just wanted to keep you updated and share a little bit of what's going on and kind of what the future is going to be looking like. But in the upcoming weeks, as 2023 gears down, I'm going to be sharing a lot more detail about that. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, like and comment on the video. I would love to hear your feedback and comments. We have a lot of great debates and discussions in my Diablo 4 content section. So hop in there, give me your take. I love to hear it. And anyway, thanks for watching. And if you could subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. We had a remarkable 6 months this year, and I'm going to talk more about that in another video. But anyway, if you could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. We're building a community here that's just unbelievable, beyond my expectations. So we'd love to have you. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, we'll hope to see you next time. Take care.